On today's video, I will be sharing with you how I was able to make 36,000 rands in less than 48 hours worth of trading, US30 and gold. I'll also be breaking down how I was able to take these trades, and I will be sharing with you a few nuggets and few tips on how I actually took these trades, guys. I will also be showing you guys the withdrawal process, and let's not waste time and get into today's video. Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Traders Room SA, the best trading channel in the country. If it is your first time, make sure that you do hit the subscribe button. But if it is not your first time on the channel, thank you for coming back. And guys, we just hit 80,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. We are growing as a community. So you guys saw the title and the thumbnail of today's video. I was able to make 36,000 rands this week so far, so I've been trading for 2 days throughout this week, and I'm just going to be breaking down some of the trades that we did take this week so far, and I'm going to be showing you how you guys can also take setups the way I was able to take setups this week so far. But without wasting more of your time, I'm just going to be going onto my phone and sharing with you some of the trades we did take before I actually break it down on the laptop, So we did take the very first trade on Tuesday. So it was a US30 sell. I think this breakdown will have 4 trades, but the very first trade I did not document it. So the very first setup that we did take, it was a US30 sell. We funded 3,000 rands, and we were able to capitalize and make profit of about 10,000 rands. And at the end, I will show you all the withdrawals of these trades and how it got into my bank account. So the second trade that I did take was another US30 sell. This was around 9 at night, that as we were getting towards take profit by a key level, we were floating 10,000 rand, and I was able to secure all my profits, and we did place a withdrawal. So now going on to today's trades, we took one buy on gold. As you can see right now, in terms of the screen recording, we were floating just above 8,000 rand, but we were able to close the trades just at about 8,000 rands. So moving on to the next screen recording, in the morning we did also take US30 buy, but before we were able to actually capitalize and make profit, we had stop loss, but we capitalized again in the afternoon, in the evening, and we were actually about 12,000 rand in profit before I closed these trades. And as you guys can see, we took a beautiful sell, and when I do add up all these profits, including the loss that we did take, everything adds up to 36,000 rands just on a Wednesday, guys. So let's get into the breakdown on my PC right now, and then at the end of the video I will show you each withdrawal coming into my bank account. And yeah guys, let's not waste time and get onto the laptop. All right traders, so I am on the charts right now, and you guys can see this is the US30 chart. So these are the trades that we did take. So the very first one, I won't go through it because I was not really recording before I thought of actually making the video and documenting it for you guys. So I am going to start with the setup over here, which is the second trade we did take. So let me actually remove this so that the chart is nice and clear for you guys. So guys, I'm going to be using the replay tool so that you guys can see. So I'm just going to cut price right over here, and I'm going to be removing all of these tools so that you guys can understand the thought process behind the very first trade. So the very first trade was quite simple. I started on the daily chart, and just based on the daily chart, I saw that US30 is in an overall bearish trend, right? So you guys can see all these candlesticks showing us that all the momentum is to the downside. So after that, and getting the daily buys, I went to the 4-hour chart, and I just saw that we are heading towards an area of resistance right over here, So you guys can see, let me just remove this. You guys can see that we do have an area of resistance right over here where the market keeps rejecting. So you guys can see we have the first touch over here, we have the second touch, and then we have a consolidation right over here. But this is how I saw that we need to start selling, because we were approaching this level right over here. So I quickly went to the 1 hour chart and I was looking for entries, guys. So my entries were pretty simple. You guys always see in the videos we talk about the 3 market phases. So the market always moves in an impulsive phase, and then there's a correction phase of the market, and then we have another impulse, you know. So the market moves in these 3 market phases, right? So I'm going to be using this right now, and you guys will see the magic. So since we know that we're looking for sells around this area, when the market was actually playing out, I saw that we do have a channel, you know, that was created right over here on the 1 hour chart. And what I was simply waiting for, I was simply waiting for the market to tap into this area and start dropping, you know, because as you guys can see right over here, we do have an impulse, and the market was just correcting, because we know that the overall trend is a downtrend. So the market was going up correctively, which means that we were part of the second market phase, and overall we were expecting the market to go down. So now to go to the entries and how I spotted entries on this particular trade is quite simple. So let's use the replay button, and as you guys can see, let me do this. Yeah, so as you guys can see, we had 3 touches right over here on this particular trend line, which is the very first one, the second one, and then I saw a third touch right over here, and this basically gave me a signal that, hey man, we're about to start dropping. So I did start looking at the market, and I was really patient, but I was waiting for confirmation, you know. So I usually don't just place trades without confirmation. So diving down to the 5-minute chart now, you guys can see, wait, before we go to the 5-minute chart, you guys can see that the market created downwards momentum. So I just saw that this low over here got broken, you know. So if we go to the 5-minute chart, you guys can see that we had a close below here, and I was just waiting for the market to give me some sort of confirmation for us to start selling, you know. So if I do use the replay tool, I was patient enough, because I just knew that taking trades around here, just waiting for a breakout and a retest, was going to be very risky. So you guys can just see over here, I want to go to the 1-minute time frame so that you guys can see how I found entries using a simple method. So just moving to the 1-minute time frame, I was basically waiting for the market to retest and give us confirmation so that we can place the sell. So the market tapped into this area, and as you guys can see, we did place a sell over here. And on the 5-minute chart, I saw a shoulder, head, shoulder, you know. So you guys can see right over here, we had a shoulder, head, and shoulder. So we did take trades around this area, and let's see how it played out. Okay, so you guys can see that the market dropped, and we did take profit around this key level over here where there were many rejections right over here. Right over here, we took profit. Yeah, I think it was this area where we took profit. Actually, the entry was here, to be exact. I actually remember the entry was actually here after the right shoulder got created. So we took this trade, and we basically took profit by this level. So I usually take profit by the nearest lows or highs, but we did actually leave pretty early. You know, we could have capitalized more and made more profit if we had stuck to this low. But that is the first trade. So moving on to the next day, let me do this. Yeah, so you guys can see today's trades were quite simple. So we took the first buy on US30, although we did lose money in the process. You know, we were floating in profit. I think the most I'd seen was 6,000 Rand. But, you know, we got stopped out before the market hit our take profit over here. But I won't explain that loss. But going to this trade we just recently took, this was a beautiful setup, you know. So just to keep this simple, man, I was on the 1 hour chart. I started the analysis on a daily because it was a new day and I saw that we still in a downward momentum, you know. But just to keep it simple, before the trade actually played out, I'm going to be using this tool over here so that you guys can see. I saw that the market, I was actually not on the market when this happened, you know. But one thing we saw, let's just go back a bit for you guys. Yeah, so let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to 15-minute, man. All right. So while this move was happening, I was off the chart, you know, because we did want to take profit around this area. But I think after that, I saw that, I think when I started trading, I just recently saw that the market had taken out the sellers right over here. So people who are holding their sells got taken out, which is like a liquidity sweep, you know. So I was looking for sells, and honestly speaking, I saw this as a double top as well. And I also kept the same sentiment. You guys know that we trade phases in the market, you know. So the impulse correction impulse, that's what we do trade this side. And just going to a lower time frame and just doing a fast forward of how we got this entry. I'm gonna go to the 5-minute time frame right now, you know. All right, I think the market, we just let it, I let it. So if we do fast forward, you guys will see that the market then created a double top right over here, you know. So I was looking for sells around these areas. I think initially we wanted the market to break this low before we considered sells, but I just knew that the market needs to start dropping because the daily confirmed it. Even on the 1 hour time frame, the market had created a beautiful reversal candlestick. Let me show you this right over here. So this candlestick just confirmed that the market is about to drop, you know. So let's go back to the entries on 5 minutes. So I saw this double top, and as you guys can see, there is a fair value gap right over here. My brother was just busy with fair value gaps. I'm not familiar with it yet, but you know, that was part of the confluence to us taking this trade. So we did take the trade around here, and we were simply aiming for these lows right over here. So if I do go to the 1 hour time frame, these lows right over here, this was the target. Let me do this. We were targeting these lows. So if we do go to the 15-minute time frame and play everything back, let's go to the 5-minute chart and play everything back. You guys can see how the trade basically played out, you know. So the market is still dropping. I was supposed to take profit right over here, but we just let it drop for a bit, you know, because I knew it was gonna drop. So this is the second trade, guys, that made us profit. And then last but not least, let us look at gold, guys. So gold is quite simple. We took buys today. This is the trade that did make us money. Let's do this. So looking at gold, And starting on the 1 hour time frame, the trade was pretty simple, guys. We were in an overall downtrend, as you guys can see, but at some point, as you guys can see on the previous day, the market was selling, but at some point we need to pull back before the market continues dropping, and it basically goes down to what I was telling you guys about the 3 market phases, guys. So we were just waiting for the pullback, and I was basically trading the pullback on this particular trade. And as you guys can see over here, the market decided to sweep this low right over here and start reversing. So after I saw these 2 reversal candlesticks, I just knew that, hey guys, gold needs to go up. Actually, to be honest with you, by the time I even opened the gold chart, the market had already played out, So when I opened gold, I saw that the market has actually broken these highs over here. So after this high was broken, I just knew that we need to come retest, and actually take profit by the next previous high, So if we do look at gold over here, we had a break of structure right over here, and then we did have another break of structure, and the market had not retested, So if you guys do look at this move, this is a quick move. I wouldn't take a trade over here, but we found a beautiful setup right over here on the 5-minute time frame, and the market literally retested this area of support right over here, and then we ended up taking a buy on gold. And as you guys can see, let me delete this, the market literally pushed towards our take profit. So we were supposed to take profit right over here by this high, but we took profit earlier, man. And honestly speaking, it was a beautiful exit, because after this bullish move, you guys can see the way gold started playing out, So guys, that is the last trade that we did take, and that's how I was able to make money on US30 and gold, and just capitalize on the market. So you guys can see these trades, and thank you guys for watching this lesson. I hope that made sense to you. It's been a while since I've taught people, so I'm just getting back into the skill of teaching, guys. Teaching is a skill, but I hope you guys saw the thought process behind me trading. Alright guys, I hope you did enjoy that lesson and the breakdown. So the part that you guys have been waiting for, withdrawal time. So yesterday I got 2 withdrawals, and the very first one was 13,259 rand and 18 cents. And then a few hours later we received the second withdrawal, which is 13,514 rand and 39 cents. And today in the morning, after taking profit on gold, I was able to withdraw 11,108 rand and 18 cents. And currently I am waiting for a withdrawal. It hasn't landed yet, but I'm sure after I edit the video I will pop up the screenshot of that particular withdrawal. But other than that, besides the money, let's just talk about psychology before we end today's video. Sometimes in your trading journey you will have phases where you feel like you want to overtrade, especially after making profit or having profitable days. You don't always have to trade every single day of the week. I'm sure even myself, I've experienced a thing where, let's say Monday, Tuesday, I make profit, a big chunk of profit, and then I mess it up throughout the rest of the week. So sometimes you should just be happy with the profit you do make. I'm not saying don't take opportunities when you see them, but just be happy with the profit you make. The market will always be here. But other than that, that's just a tip I wanted to give you guys. I hope you enjoyed that lesson, and make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, guys, tell me in the comment section which trader you'd like to see on the channel and whose story you'd like to hear. But other than that, it's been great having you. Have a good and profitable rest of your week. Cheers.